Hey up everyone, welcome to the Rugby League YouTube channel. Today I'll be doing my tips for round 7 of the 2023 Betfred Super League. Last week I got 5 out of 6 correct. Let's see how many I get right this week. The first match of round 7 is between Leigh and Wigan. This one's kicking off at 8 o'clock at night from the Leigh Sports Village, and this is also going to be on Sky Sports. This is the first Battle of the Borough match for 2023 between these long-term rivals. Both of these sides also come into the fixture with a victory. Leigh with another impressive win over Hull F.C. and Wigan narrowly beating Salford last week. I've done a bit of research on this fixture, and Wigan have only lost once to Leigh since 1984, and that come in 2017 when Leigh beat Wigan 50 points to 34. For this match, I think it's going to be a very tight affair. On Thursday, I think Leigh are going to be going into the match full of confidence after having such a good start of the year as a promoted side. However, I think that Wigan will just edge it. I'll go for Wigan to win by 10 points on the Thursday and win the first Battle of the Borough match for 2023. And the first match on the Friday is between St Helens and Wakefield Trinity. This one's being played at the Totally Wicked Stadium, 8 o'clock kickoff. However, it won't be on the television. Wakefield is still winless in 2023. As for St Helens, I watched the match against Huddersfield last week. The attack at times was still a bit clunky, but defensively very good. Huddersfield threw pretty much everything they had at St Helens, and St Helens still won by 2 points. Wakefield Trinity also do not have a good record against St Helens. Since 2010, they've only beaten St Helens 4 times, and going into this fixture where they're winless, I don't really hold out too much hope for Wakey for this game. I think that St Helens will win by about 18 to 24 points on the Friday. I just think that's attack-wise and defence, they'll be too good for Wakefield Trinity. And the second match on the Friday and the Sky game, this one is between Hull Kingston Rovers and Leeds, 8 o'clock kickoff from Craven Park. Both of these teams as well go into this match with a win. Leeds pulling off a big upset against Catalans at home there. Hull Kingston Rovers defeating Wakefield Trinity quite comfortably. Leeds have won 7 of the last 10 matches against Hull Kingston Rovers, so they'll go into this match full of confidence. For me, I think this year Leeds are going to be the team where they're going to cause me a lot of frustration with my tips. One week I tip them, they'll lose. The next week I'll tip against them, they'll win. Similar in the past, Hull F.C. have been like this, but I think this year it'll be Leeds. For this match, I'm going to go for Leeds to win 1-12. I think that they'll just be a little bit too good for Hull Kingston Rovers there on the Friday. However, because I've tipped Leeds, I wouldn't be surprised if Hull Kingston Rovers ran out winners. And the first match on the Saturday is between Warrington and Hull F.C. This one's being played at the Halliwell Jones Stadium, 1 o'clock kickoff, and it's on Channel 4. Warrington are the only team that are undefeated in Super League for 2023. They've won all 6 of their matches. Against Hull FC, they've won 6 of the last 10 matches against them, including 1 draw. And with Hull FC, they've lost their last 4 matches going into this fixture. And some of their defence in those games has been a bit concerning. I know against St Helens they did quite well, but against Salford and against Leigh, especially on the edges, they look very soft. And I think going into this match on the Saturday, Warrington are just going to be too good and too full of confidence. I'm going to go for Warrington to win this match 13+. On the Saturday, I don't really see Hull FC getting a result out of this match, so I'm going to go for the Wire to win. And the second match on the Friday is between Catalan Dragons and Castleford. This one is being played at the Stade Gilbert Brutus, and it's a 6 o'clock kickoff in Perpignan. Catalan tasted defeat last week against Leeds for the first time in 2023, although at half-time they had a commanding lead. I really thought they'd go on with it, but unfortunately for them they didn't. And with Castleford, once again, another very disappointing result last week, and they were held scoreless. The news doesn't get any better for Castleford either, because their last win in Perpignan against Catalan come back in 2017. For this match, I'm going to predict Catalan to get back to winning ways over Castleford. I'm going to go for Catalan to win 13+. I don't think that Castleford will beat Catalan over there in Perpignan. They're hard to beat at the best of times in Perpignan, but especially the way Castleford are going, no chance. And the final match to close out round 7 is between Salford and Huddersfield. This one's being played on the Sunday, 3 o'clock in the afternoon kickoff, and it's being played at the Salford Stadium. Both of these sides come into the match with losses. With Huddersfield especially, their last 2 matches, they've lost by 2 points against Wigan and St Helens respectively. Having watched Huddersfield against St Helens last Thursday, I thought that they were good in patches, but their attack, especially the fifth tackle options, they were quite predictable, and they made some key errors at some key times, especially when they were on the attack. Both of these sides have been indifferent to start the year. This is a really, really hard game to call. I think this is the hardest game to call of the week, but because Salford's the home team, I'll go for Salford to win I'll go for them to win by 6 points on the Sunday. So that concludes my tips for round 7 of the 2023 Betfred Super League season. Hope you enjoyed these tips. If you did, let me know in the comment section below. Tomorrow I'll be back with the podcast, A View from the North, with Dave, aka Just Rugby League. We generally start the podcast about 8 o'clock at night, UK or England time. And also you can find me on Instagram, TikTok and Facebook. Anyways, this has been Rugby League History, and I'll catch us all later. Tatty bye for now.